World War I was the biggest conflict in history for 20 years anyway, and there were so many things that led up to it, but how did it begin? Because of a sandwich, kind of. World War I was being led up to centuries with growing nationalism and imperialism throughout the 18th and 19th centuries, especially with the French Revolution and the American War for Independence. Nationalism is pride in your country and thinking it's better than others. Militarism is the same, with your country's military, of course. Each country wanted to prove that they were the best, and as you can imagine, this caused a lot of conflict, particularly in a region on the German-French border called Alsace-Lorraine. It was annexed by the German Empire in 1871, and multiple wars were fought between them. It was only taken back by France after World War I. The alliance system, which meant to prevent war by thinking two large armies so neither side would go to war, ironically was also a cause for war. There were two alliances, the Triple Entente, France, Britain and Russia, and the Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy, though they later sided with the Entente. Serbia, Portugal, the US and Belgium later joined the Triple Entente along with the Ottoman Empire and Bulgaria joining the Triple Alliance. Though it was meant to stop the war, it just made it more inevitable by creating a divide in Europe. Then there are short-term causes, particularly the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary and Bosnia. This is where the sandwich comes in. Franz Ferdinand was the heir to the throne of Austria and was assassinated on the 28th of June 1914 by Bosnian Serb student Gavrilo Princip. The Archduke was visiting Bosnia in an open-top car with his wife Sophie, Duchess of Hohenberg. And the other failed assassinations by Princip that same day. He'd given up by then and went to buy a sandwich from a shop on Franz Joseph Street in Sarajevo. Franz Ferdinand's driver took a wrong turn going to the hospital, and when the Archduke questioned where they were going, the driver stopped right outside the sandwich shop. The Archduke and his wife were shot and killed. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia for training the assassins and got funding from Germany, and on July 28, 1914, they declared war. When they did, Russia declared war on Austria-Hungary and Germany declared war on France and through Belgium, who were allied to Britain, so they joined the war too. Finally, Austria-Hungary declared war on Russia, starting World War I. Germany's plans to invade France was called the Schlieffen Plan, to avoid heavily defended border with France and go through Belgium and attack Paris to quickly take France out of the border. But the Germans had a lot of resistance from Belgium, and France's forces moved to Belgium, and by then, Britain had arrived. Russia had also prepared faster than expected and attacked Germany. All of this caused the retreat of Germany. Trench warfare then began, and the rest of the war was a stalemate. Once the Archduke was assassinated, the war was inevitable. Although anyone could have stopped the war, no one really wanted to. They all wanted to try their new toys, and they hadn't really had a big war since Napoleon.